Episode 8, biatch. What's gonna happen? I don't... I'm like so conflicted. Do I like her? I don't know if I like her. Does her motivation make sense? I mean, kind of. I mean, does it actually make sense? Or is it just written and then it's supposed to make sense? Like, would a real human actually do that? I don't know. I don't think I like her that much. Maybe that changes. I don't know. Well, let's see how this episode goes. I'm so conflicted with her. I don't know. I'm so conflicted with her. But I do like Sandy Kane. I do like Sandy Kane. Go fist yourself. He knows I believe he was murdered? Well, no, I thought you believed he killed himself. And that's why he was ruining your reputation. Because, or I guess, maybe she's like, okay, I changed. Because originally, the reason he was ruining her career is because she didn't believe him. And she didn't solve the case. So then he was trying to fuck her over. So I guess that line is like, hey, somewhere in these 8 episodes, I've changed. And now I believe there's a conspiracy. Maybe with the Isaac thing, maybe before that. She walks in like Jill in the Resident Evil games.
Care about what Kel said.
Talking about Mom.
Oh, cold-blooded.
That's not your fault.
And Stallion is that anger male enhancer. That's like why he tripped out and beat the shit out of his son. Why does he have to close the case? Because otherwise it'll come back to her, I guess. Okay, sure. Oh. Who's coming in here? This dude. Right, he would work for her. Oh shit. Oh.
If I had known,
Ray, what are you doing? You're not very likable.
or your friends will go into one of my other clinics and they won't come out until.
Why would she say that? I was just gonna say, I wish they would make her more, like, agreeable. This is like mustache twirling levels of dialogue here, especially this last line. And they won't come out until they're quite mad. I'll torture all your friends. Like, does she honestly think killing Kel and the entire uprising, because they don't even, and I guess the crux is they don't really give her a good reason for wanting to live forever. So it's weird that that's her, above all, her primary motivation. They never explained like why she would want that. And then he says our mother taught us better, but they don't actually have a flashback scene of what that meant. Like their mom talking to them about whatever, the sanctity of life, or how every life is a cycle, you know, the circle of life from the Lion King. They didn't like have a flashback scene like that. So it's weird. I can't understand her motivation because they've never addressed this before. It's like she goes from 0 to 100. You can disagree with Kel, but not... You can disagree with Kel and not be a homicidal, live a million-year meth. And that, like, disconnect is just weird for me. If they had made her... like, because there's no conflict for Kovac here, I guess, is another problem I'm having. There's no conflict of him wanting to help his sister or not. It's like, no, you're the villain. You're clearly the villain. I'm never going to help you. Maybe I have to pretend to help you to get along with this. Like her, I don't like her writing. if she was maybe right, imagine if she was scared, right? I didn't know what else to do. I didn't want to lose you. We had just been reunited after 30 years apart. We'd spent 3 years in training, and I was following you, big brother. But I didn't want to die tomorrow, and I didn't know of another way to help you see that, and so I made a mistake, and I did this, and I don't want to die, and I want you to help me, like something to give him some sort of internal conflict of, okay, now I'm torn between these people I've established a relationship to and my sister. And then that like conflict would be more interesting to me, I guess, if she actually gave him a real reason to want to help her. But bringing Lung in and then just saying immediately here, hey, if you don't help me, I'm going to torture everybody. Like, it doesn't. Does this really give him a good. Does this really like convince him in any meaningful way? No, I don't think so. And I think that's like bad writing, making her Megamind. I don't. Okay, we'll see. I'm not liking her character. I'm not liking her character very much. Really? We're gonna have a Captain America fight?
Attack me, please.
I don't mind this. I don't mind this. However altered or twisted he got there, that makes complete sense. I can understand his motivation and the reason that he's like that. Okay. I don't understand her. I feel like they didn't do a good job of explaining her, making her a fully fleshed out character with realistic behaviors and motivations in a realistic manner. This guy makes more sense than Ray does to me. Fine. Hail Hydra. Oh, is he getting... Maybe. Is he getting Ava? He needs a dipper. That's what she was. If he gets Ava out, then okay, maybe. I see you. Maybe. You're not making it easy, man. Like, you want your brother to want to be on your side. Why are you doing this? This just is not... I feel like this is just not written well. I did it all for you. I want us to be a family together. You can hate me, but I'll always come back for you. You want your brother to want to be with you. You can still have the threat of Lung there, but there's no reason why you shouldn't be giving him olive branches to like sort of open him up. It's kind of a long story. Well, yeah. One's that's Batman's symbol. And then why would he agree to that? I do this, get rid of Ortega, and Ray gets what she wants, but not with me looking over, not with you looking over my shoulder. Like, he wouldn't give a fuck about killing that guy without a second thought, or the sleeve without a second thought. He literally just said, you'll be looking for a new dipper. Get Kristen away from here or not, I don't give a fuck. I'm still going to follow you because that's what Ray told me to do. This is just all over the place, I feel like. If Kristen doesn't show up there, then he's following him like he was tasked to do. Your obedience will suffice. It's his job to watch him and make sure that this goes through. All of a sudden, Kristen shows up and he's going to kill her. So then Takeshi is like, no, let me get rid of her. then he just says, sure, if you get rid of her, I'll stop watching you. This doesn't make... Get rid of her, and then we can keep doing what the fuck we're supposed to be doing. If you don't get rid of her, I'll kill her and this. We'll get another random person. Then we'll keep doing what we're supposed to be doing. Whatever. I don't want to be so angry. At least they mentioned that. At least they mention how strong she was. At least they mention how strong she was. And with like the combat stims and the muscle memory stuff, okay, that's a little more believable how you could do that. Okay, so this I understand because he can't just tell her, I'm taking care of something, I'll see you in a bit. Because the idea is he gets rid of the Bancroft thing and then they do their own thing. Poof, they vanish like at the end of The Usual Suspects. So he can't have her like looking after him. This makes sense. I get this. Oh, and he's about to meet his wife. This is going to be like in the very first episode when they get their daughter back, but she's in some 40, 50, 60-year-old woman. Like methed out, drug-addled woman. Okay, all right, let's see how this goes. Elliot, baby. What the fuck is this? You want to tell me who you are before you just do that? Oh, but they can at least go visit her. That's a lot better than before. She would like freak out immediately as soon as they entered before. Or, okay. Okay, they can watch her, sure. Do some voyeur. She doesn't have the blood on her chest anymore, at least. I don't think so. I wonder if she's just... wonder if she's just gonna know who it is immediately. That'd be kind of cool. She can just tell immediately who it is. Or if she's like, who's this white dude? Nope, she knows who it is. Mom? Yeah. This show has such interesting idea. I love all of this stuff. All of this stuff that's happening. This thing with Ray is like throwing me through a loop. But all of the ideas, all of the things to think about, I love it. It's the Ray thing that's like, word. So they're going to make it seem like he killed himself because of the Rawling. So that it wouldn't infect his backup, I guess? Is this guy playing at now? What do you got, Edgar? Wait. You thought that would sneak by me? What did you do? What's with those chips? What's going on here? What's in those chips? You didn't want to touch them.
Nothing further to bet.
What's in the chips? I love this dude's voice.
You're enough of a human lover.
You're enough of a human lover. I can't even do that. So he needs to lose this hand, so he gets the chips. Okay, what's in the chips? And they're in binary? Of course they'd be in binary. What did you do, buddy? He ran some sex joints, so I mean, the only sex joint we know of is the jacket off place. Okay, so... Okay, they're gonna do something with the club, I guess. Okay, no, he doesn't run jack off, he runs prick up. Okay. I wonder if Miriam already knows it's a lie. Lawrence clearly doesn't, right? But I wonder if Miriam already knows that this is not real. He gave him Rawling.
They look like Prescott did that weekend.
They look like your wife. Ah! Okay. Okay. Miriam like that. Miriam like that. Look at the smirk. She's happy about that. She's happy about that. Look, I'm not saying I agree with it, but he still thinks about his wife. He can't get off without thinking about his wife. All these years later, he still has that much passion, even if it's angry. Miriam likes that. And he can sell it because he can make Bancroft... Okay, he can sell it because he can play into Bancroft's pride by making it seem like, oh, but you still had enough control to fake your backup. which would give him like, yeah, I still got it type thing. Okay, I see you. I wonder if
No word of this will ever leave this room. Is that understood?
I wonder if Miriam knows though. I think she does.
You stop talking.
Get her out of here.
Okay, 100% Miriam knows. 100% Miriam knows. This is all fake. Was that 50 years, 100 years of her trying to be one of them? Gone like dust, like tears in rain. So Ray didn't kill him. Who the fuck killed this guy? Ray didn't kill this dude. None of his sons killed him. That was fake. Who the fuck actually killed this dude?
I'll make the necessary arrangements.
Did Miriam kill him? Raylene. Raylene, 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 Raylene. Mickey. Mickey's gonna die. Mickey's already dead. I know it. Yeah, that's how I love my noodles.
The telescope returned to the same position it was in when he looked through it, right before he died.
How the fuck would you know that? How would you know he looked through his telescope? I mean, I get it from the show's logic. They say the quote there to then paint it as I made a difficult decision. Thus, I looked at something and then killed myself, which we're about to see. But like, there's a myriad of ways in which he dies at the bottom of the steps without having looked through his telescope, just by arbitrarily like throwing a quote from episode 2. Okay. If we're going with him killing himself, then sure. It's okay. Seems like a little bit of a stretch, but I'll roll with you. I'll roll with you, fam. Clouds. Oh, head in the clouds. Let's head in the clouds. Brothel?
I've become a titan of industry, dealing with the many weaknesses of the flesh.
It's her brothel?
His judgment.
He killed a... I don't see the Lizzie thing. He killed a real person on the stallion. He killed a real person, or he caused... Okay. He caused Mary Lou Hinchy to jump, which was a real death, which crossed the line that he was never going to cross before, which made him want to kill himself to not have that knowledge. What the fuck does that have to do with Lizzie? I mean, she's got blood on her gut. Like, is she pregnant? What the fuck does that matter? If he killed Lizzie? Well, no, he didn't kill Lizzie. What does Lizzie's death have to do with this? Lizzie's black with an afro. She's not blonde. She's not white. What does Lizzie have to do with anything? Fucking hell. What does Lizzie have to do with this? Jack, I don't know. I don't know how Lizzie plays into this. We hunger for things that reality could no longer provide, which is a little bit of a stretch if they're doing real death, because real death has always existed, and it even still exists in this world with the Order 66 killing all the Jedi. Religious people don't get spun up, so in essence, it's like real death. Unless Rey is like selling real death? I guess that's not the weirdest thing the show could do, considering all the other shit. And they all get coded, right? Because Riker was saying they get coded improperly. Well, no, Kristen was saying he doesn't even do that shit. He does like off-world people, so that's the wrong dude. But Riker was saying there's no paperwork. If we take the Mary Lou Hinchy thing, there was no paperwork. There was no whatever he said, the four layers of whatever. So if only the mess can go to Head in the Clouds, and Head in the Clouds can sell anything, even real death. That doesn't make sense, because that building would have had to been there for a long fucking time. So there's no way Lawrence wouldn't have known about. He's one of the most powerful mess. So how the fuck would he just like be surprised? Oh, there's real death here. That doesn't make sense. He would have gone there multiple times. Well, no. If they do different things for each client, I guess that makes sense. And he was on Stallion, so that would be different than every other time he went there. No matter how mad he got, he would never cross the line until the Stallion thing, which led him to beat the shit out of his son. And then go to Head in the Clouds, or vice versa. What the fuck does Lizzie have to do with this? She definitely didn't work there. She's never mentioned it. She's never brought it up. She worked at Jack Off. I don't know.
You wove your lie from.
Let's see. Let's see what actually happened. She said he needed her. Lizzie said Bancroft needed her. What the fuck? Why would... Lizzie said Bancroft needed her? She said he needed her? That I have no idea of. She's going to the clone... We've already made it this far, dude. What are you doing? She's going to see who the person was by looking at the clones that they have. Or the sleeves that they have, sorry. And there's a fuck ton of them, it looks like. Right, because this would be Rey's. Why is there a crossbow on the wall? Do they just wake up and... Well, okay. I guess if she wants to decorate it her way, sure. Put some weapons. Crouching Tiger, hidden sleeve. Okay, dude, of course you're getting trapped in there.
I need all the information you have on this client.
Yeah, I don't think so. Bye. Shouldn't your arm be able to break that? Shouldn't your Jaeger Schuster? Well, I guess if you don't want people to know you're here, sure. Otherwise, I mean, you could just smash through the glass, right? So she would have gotten alerted that someone's in her vault unauthorized. So that guy's more scared of Rey than Ortega, duh. And she somehow got an alert, and so she's needle casting into her clones to kill her. Okay. Ooh. Just stay on that side. Just stay on that side. Don't even look. Just back up, get to the door, smash it with the Jaeger Schuster, and you're gone. Otherwise, you're going to get jumped. Oh. Motherfucker. You're in a room with a lot more clones. You can't take that much damage from the very first one. That's level 1. Wave 1. Do you know how much money each fucking clone is? Ortega. Whoa! Okay, yep. Arm can block that. I'm just imagining, like, Die Hard, all the glass on the ground. They're not going to slide on the floor to the pistol. Look at all the glass. This is... My balls are shriveling up into my asshole. I don't like this. She's not wearing any shoes. Yippee-ki-yay. Oh, walking on the glass. Oh! Jaeger Schuster. Hello? Oh no. Oh my days. Oh my days. You bitch, Ray. You bitch. Oh, don't do it. Please don't do it. Okay, give me... Oh, we'll just click watch Chris do this. Okay. I just feel like Ray is all over the place. I don't like her writing. Okay, honest. I don't like her writing. I don't think she's a fully fleshed out character with believable motivations. And stemming from me not believing her motivation is me not believing her character. Like the way her character would react or act. The idea I had of, instead of portraying her as like this homicidal maniac that's killing a bunch of people and just somehow expects her brother to love her for it, if she had been more sympathetic, if she had been scared or overwhelmed, confused even, right, if her character was written as I felt like I was losing you and we had finally found each other after 30 years together, and I saw that you were forming another family and you were going to leave me behind just like you did before. Even that, what I just spitballed like whatever in 15 seconds, is a little more believable to me and a little more believable of a reason why she would do that. And SeaTac came to me and said we would be together forever. Something like that. Okay, then I can believe this. And that would also give her that would also make me feel a little more for her when she's explaining why she did what she did to Tak. This is why I did what I did. To give him more of a there's no he's white and she's black. Like the show has been so overlapping and everyone's gray and all the weird stuff that goes on with sleeves and stacks and what that actually means and how the meths can just do whatever they want. And apparently there's a brothel where real death can be a thing. Like that's some fucked up shit. Ava in a man's body at the very beginning, we saw that little 7-year-old girl. We didn't see it, but the 7-year-old girl got killed in the car crash and they walk out with that, like, 40, 50, 60-year-old woman as their new daughter, right? Tak getting taken when he was 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then he just becomes this 28, 30 fighting man. Like the weird differences in that and what does it mean to be human, and the people, like, they rebuilt the Envoy sleeve from his DNA. Like that's kind of fucked up. All that shit I think is so cool. And they put a lot of attention to detail. And I just don't feel that with the Ray thing. And then Lung's thing is kind of inconsistent. I demand your obedience will suffice. Oh, Ortega shows up. Well, okay, I guess if you get her to leave, which I was just going to kill her anyway, I don't give a fuck. Sure, if you convince her to leave, then I'll be like, cool, peace out, homie. Like, what? Why? Get her to leave, and then we can get back to what the fuck we're supposed to be doing. The fights with the clones, I didn't mind that at all. But yeah, and then her like trying to, especially when she said that line of, oh, if you don't do what I say, then I'm going to torture them worse than you got. Something like that. Like, how the fuck does that make him want to spend the rest of eternity with you, which is what your goal is? And it's not even like a, you'll forgive me after X amount of years type thing. Like the way you just said that and positioned that, like it doesn't, there's no nuance there, I feel like. I don't know. And okay. Yeah. Lung, I felt, makes more sense than Ray at this particular moment in time. And then a little nitpicky thing, him just knowing that Laurens looked through the telescope when he didn't necessarily need to. I knew the time and date of how he died. Well, it'd have to be a little bit before then. So then we're going to say like 5 minutes before then. But then there's no footage of what he did after he left Fight Drone. And we don't really get a timeline from when he left Fight Drone to, like, we don't know how many hours or minutes or whatever that was. So maybe he fucking watched a movie and some shit. Like, maybe he read some books. Maybe he fucked his wife and then went in the studio and then blew his brains out. I don't know. That was a little inconsistent to me. The writing just doesn't seem to be as tight as it used to, I guess, is what my issue is. Ray doesn't seem to really fit that well. And the writing overall just doesn't seem to fit how tight it was earlier. But we're 2 episodes away. I'm sure there's going to be more twists and more shit to bring me back on board. So we go again.